What up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here for another. I don't want to wear no glasses today. We are here for another Thursday spotlight. Waiting for the boys to hop on. We're gonna have TAME Financial joining in with us. Pam with the Hills. What's up, girl? What's happening with you? We're gonna talk. All right, Lady Coach. Hey, sugar. But we're gonna have a couple of conversations with two young ladies.
You know what I'm saying? You've been consistent. You've been here. Respect. Hey, that's how the grandma just say, hey, sugar. Best thing in the world when the grandma hit you with that, hey, sugar. Not you with a collar shirt on.
It's Monday Thursday, nigga. It's Monday Thursdays.
Forgive me, sir. I ain't know niggas out here getting money.
You know what I'm saying?
See, shit, I got to put my glasses back on. Lady Doja, what's up?
What's good, good?
You know, nigga out here trying to stay black, you know what I'm saying? You know the business. It's February, you know what I'm saying? We trying to stay black. You know
Hey, stay black. Don't be pro-black. You feel me?
Cuz I'm out here living, cuz.
You
TAME Financial,
hear you hear what I said though, right?
He said, pro-black.
I said be black, but don't be pro-black.
So I don't know what it is you referencing right now, sir.
You think you deal me, son?
Gary Nelson, how are you doing today, sir?
And don't ever call me that ever in your life again, dog.
Bro, why it always gotta be violent, bro? Why you can't just be calm sometimes, bro?
You know I was raised without love, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, my love isn't violence, you know what I'm saying? That's what my love is, you know what I'm saying? So period black fool, you know what I'm saying? This nigga always talking about I was raised with love, you know what I'm saying? I was not raised with love, so that's my introduction.
Hey, what's up, Shaman? We're glad to have you back.
This nigga's an idiot, nah.
Hey, John, what up, man? Man. Hey, listen, guys. Oh, Shay ordered the shirt. Listen, guys.
She said she got one. She said she got her shirt. She bought one. What? Take a picture of it and post it on the page.
Black Beauty crazy, so crazy. So what's up, girl? But listen, we gonna bring TAME. Listen, we see TAME Financial. Say, babe, what's up, cuz? We TAME Financial been on here, so we see y'all on here. We gonna give it about. We wait for 7:05 before we get started. We're gonna go ahead and bring y'all on here. We're gonna introduce y'all to the people. We're gonna talk about some things about what y'all got going on and how y'all can, you know what I'm saying, what kind of information, what kind of things y'all can bring to the people. I need to take. Listen, Finna Beyonce, I need to take shots, and I ain't going out for another 2 weeks. Take shots of what? What kind of shots you need, right?
She must got that. She must got that thing.
Man, listen, Finna Beyond, you been consistent now, but if you got that pop, we ain't gonna put that on you, man. It's February 2023. We ain't gonna put that on you. Shay says she gonna call on Saturday, show off her shit.
Her shirt.
Yeah, she spelled that wrong. Oh, liquor, baby. Don't get you a couple shots in Infinity. Infinity, you know what? We gotta get you on here too, cause we gotta figure out where you're from. Phenomenal trends, what's happening. We gotta figure out what's going on with you, man. Cause you knew, but you fuck with her here, man. We appreciate it. And again, shout out to Lady Kojak. Shout out to everybody who's been fucking with us consistently, man. We appreciate y'all. Respect. But listen, we got TAME Financial. I'm gonna go ahead and try to bring them on, so we can go ahead and get this thing jumping. And we gonna get y'all gonna put the spotlight on these young ladies, man, and you know what I'm saying, maybe introduce y'all to somebody who could possibly help y'all for this year to get y'all here jumped off right.
It's the win for me.
Hey, shout out to the win. Hold on, let me see what I can find. Let me see what TAME Financial.
Inside, ain't no wind around me.
Nah,
That nigga probably got a fan on. You probably got a fan on.
What? Y'all hear wind?
Yeah.
No, that might have been my hair. You know, sometimes that
Get
hair
the fuck out of
Ah!
here, bitch ass nigga.
Can you hear it now? Because if you can't hear it, that's what it was. But you know what? It's long hair people problem. You wouldn't understand. I apologize for that. You got to have long hair to really understand what's going on. But listen, we bringing in TAME Financial. I just sent them an invite. Oh, there you go. Let's see what's happening. Let's see who gonna pull up. Now it's black now. What's happening? Where y'all at?
Hey, hey,
Man, we out here
How y'all doing?
trying to get right. What's going on with y'all? Well,
Nothing much. Long day. Yes. Long day. Happy to be here. Happy Black History Month.
listen.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hey, before we get into anything, man, I like to say I like how y'all came through color coordinated more. Y'all looking like something, you know what I'm saying, for real. Hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Thank
y'all
you.
look like
We
I really
try.
want to do. I would really want to do business with y'all based on without y'all even telling me nothing. You know what I'm saying, just me seeing y'all.
You should. That's what I'm
All
talking
right.
about. Presentation
Hallelujah.
is key. I love it.
In Jesus' name.
Damn.
All right, well, listen, we about to go ahead and get this thing jumping again. We appreciate y'all hopping on here, man. We're gonna introduce y'all to people. We like to do our own little introduction. We're gonna introduce the part, and we're gonna let y'all introduce yourselves last. We're gonna tell the people where you're from, what you got going on, and then we're gonna get into the spotlight. Okay, ladies? All right, cool. So again, we like to welcome y'all to another Thursday rendition of the Jaw Jacket Show, where we like to spotlight us. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate we appreciate anybody that's doing something positive in our community, and if we can't bring the people to the information, we want to bring the information to the people. I'm 1/3 of the Jaw Jacket Show. I'm P. Belafonte, aka Chico Fontaine. You know what I'm saying? I like to let y'all know that, you know what I'm saying, we selling shirts. Please buy one of the shirts. All of it is going to a great cause. We supporting all the Duke kids. We trying to bring King Zoe. We trying to bring King Zoe legs back to normal, and we trying to get me some bigger hands. All right, so listen, y'all
And we
boys come.
want your legs, and we want your knees to connect for once, dog. All your life you had non-connecting knees, dog. If we can work on that, that should be your main priority.
we
To
here,
walk like a regular nigga.
we here to support the cause at the end of the day, man. Y'all boys go ahead. King Zoe, go ahead
Uh,
and introduce yourself.
I go by Kings 3062. It's Money Thursday, so let's go. I'm the nice guy on Thursdays. Only on Thursdays I'm a nice guy. So let y'all know.
Well, here is the introduction you've all been waiting for. I am Beautiful Bobby, a.k.a. Pretty Ricky, a.k.a. Gorgeous George. You know what I'm saying? I just made a new nickname alert, Gorgeous George. I go by the name of Dookie LaFleur, player from the Himalaya. And you know what I'm saying? I am as you can tell, you know what I'm saying? I am the face of the group. You know what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am. Yes, Lord.
All right, and ladies, we want to go ahead and introduce yourselves to the people. Tell us about your business, and first of all, because y'all got the same smile and same face. Look like y'all came from the same place. So go ahead and introduce who you is and what you got going on, please.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll start. My name is Anisha. Last name Gordon. You can tell we are related. We're sisters.
And my name is Tashana.
Yeah. So we are related. We own a tax preparation business. We started this business back in 2019, and essentially we started this business because, like many people, we came from bad experiences with tax professionals, and we wanted to kind of like change that. We wanted to give people a good experience. We wanted to educate our community because a lot of us don't know about taxes or finances.
Yeah, we know how to get a big refund maybe, but we don't really understand why or how you pissed off when it's not too high. So we want to create that like information. And our slogan is we educate to elevate.
Hey, real quick, can I get a PPP refund? Is that possible?
No, that's over with, sir.
I ain't know they were running back or not. So
that is over with. You can still get some loans. Like, people always giving out money to businesses. Y'all a business. You can still get a loan, but yeah, that PPP is over with.
Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something real quick, just so you're aware. Everybody on this podcast doesn't have hair, so we like to limit the kind of flips that you like. If you got to flip your head, you limit it to like maybe 1 or 2 flips.
Hey, flip as much as you want, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because baby, I'm bald and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I am the bald and the beautiful. Yes, ma'am. That's the name of my new show, The Bald and the Beautiful.
All right.
But let's get right into the questions, though. You know what I'm saying? So, here's my question. How hard is it to work with a sibling? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people stay away from working with family, and you know what I'm saying? A lot of people frown upon that, but what are the benefits of working with your sibling, and what do you know what I'm saying? What are some of the ups and the downs of that?
Ooh, that's a good question to start off with.
Yes, he be having good questions.
That is okay.
Y'all all have good questions, but he do become a little. I'm just saying.
Already, bro.
Let me just start, because I think I'm gonna start it off right. I'm gonna start it off real honest, and she gonna wrap it up real nicely. So I would say that working with a sibling has its ups and downs. We work well together because we're very opposite. Like, I'm very like creative and like spontaneous. Like, I'm a go with the flow type of person. Like, I'm like, something happened, we moving quick. Okay, we got to figure this out now. She is very analytical. She's very, like, organized. Like, she thinks about things, like, to the T. Like, she thinking, overthinking. Yeah. So we work very well together because we kind of balance each other out. But our sister relationship is also kind of good. Like, we have our days where we love and hate each other. But we have also considered counseling because we know that when you work with a sibling, you don't want those, like, boundaries to get crossed. Like, look, this is business right now. I need you to put your business hat on, not the sibling hat where you want to kill me and you know, tell the whole family what's going on. You can't do that, you know? So we really have to try to balance each other out. But we have considered counseling. We still trying to get the counseling going.
We are still trying to get the counseling going. We have other sisters as well, so that counseling idea kind of came in when we were all trying to stuck with each other. But yeah, I mean, like she said, because we're so opposite, it's like, okay, I kind of expect that already. Versus if it's somebody you don't know their intentions, you don't know, you know, it's kind of like having a business with your spouse. You're opposite, you kind of make it through. Not saying that every spouse you have business with, not saying every sibling you should have a business with, because you really shouldn't.
Right.
But this kind of works. This, right now,
it works.
Right now, this works.
We think very similar. Like, when we came up with the business, you know, I initially approached her with the business, and she was like, Yeah,
this was her baby. This was, like, her idea.
Yeah, she kind of was like, I don't know. But she always has vision, and she always has similar vision to me. In comparison to, like, our other siblings, so it makes us we can keep things going for ourselves because, like, we usually have the same common goal, so we good.
And I'm gonna push you. I'm your go-getter. I'm like, you can do it. You got this, girl. Like, you tell me you about to go do something, and you got my support. So I'm kind of the sibling that they come to because I'm the supportive. Yeah. Like, you got this.
And I'm very, like, nonchalant. Like, girl, let's just go have a drink. We can drink this off right here.
Listen,
so it's a good balance.
Having counseling when it comes to siblings might actually work because I think that's a great idea. I got two friends that always go head to head. I don't want to put their business out there, but I got two real close buddies of mine that always want to argue and always want to battle. And I feel like counseling actually might not be a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a great thought process. Now, are you guys? So my question is, are you guys closest? Like, are you guys? You say you got other siblings. Are you guys, like, closer in age? So maybe that's why it works better for you guys, or is it just something that? Like, y'all, like, how does that work? How do you wake up and want to say, you know, I'm going to go to this sister and not everybody else? Wait.
So
that's a very. I feel like that was a great question as well.
No, that's great. It was all right. It was decent.
Great question as well.
It was decent.
Okay,
it was decent.
It was a great question.
Yes.
Be brutal. Be honest now. Know what I'm saying? You better let them know. Know what I'm saying? You can feel my interviewing presence. Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Yes, I'm never gonna lie. He come with the question. That was a great question as well. The reason I'm gonna answer this question is because I'm kind of the sister that everybody kind of comes to. So I am kind of sort of the middle child, and so I'm kind of close to her age, but I'm also close to my older sister's age. So she's younger than me. So I'm close to her age, but I'm also close to others. So I'm in the middle. So it's not that I'm more closer with her or anybody else. I feel like everybody's probably closest to me. So maybe, like, her and the oldest doing something probably wouldn't work. But
I'm the baby.
I'm the middle. I'm just the glue. The middle child is the best. We bring everything together.
It's the second baby. It's the second baby.
It's the best.
If you're not number 2, why you want to be number 3? You know what I'm saying? It makes sense.
Baby,
So
yeah, see, it's all about number 2.
Don't disrespect.
I'm just
here's another question.
Where y'all from originally? Let me ask you guys that. Like, where you guys located?
So right now we are in Orlando, but we're originally from Miami, and our background, our family is from Jamaica. So the man 305.
Go ahead, do that.
Me wanna ask you something.
Go.
Hey, I've been practicing. Hey, I've been practicing. I'm practicing now. I'm just learning now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of Jamaican friends, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have to tell them to slow it down, my friend. I'm saying, like, man, hey, I'm still learning.
You said good though.
Hey, I like you, man. Y'all very motivational, man. I like y'all, man. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I make it, I really might have to hire y'all, you know what I'm saying, to keep y'all around just as motivational tools, you know what I'm saying? Because Hey, y'all make me want to be a better man. You know what I'm saying? So,
You see,
ooh,
you gotta have those type of girls in
with
your
a lot
life.
of
You gotta
lie.
have them. It's good to have the turn up ones, but you gotta have a balance.
I'm done.
We
I'm
don't do
done
balance
turning up. I need the
of all of
balance.
it.
That's what I need. Bump the turn up. I need the balance at this point.
Now Jamaica,
I know.
you like to
Trust me,
turn
I
up
know.
now.
Trust
Yeah.
me, I
Go
know.
out now.
Mm.
So
So here's my next question, right? So of a lot of the businesses that you guys could have chosen, I'm saying, I know taxes is something that's usually just seasonal. I'm saying, is that something that you guys decided that you just wanted to try something to start off because it is seasonal, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what was your motive behind the whole thing?
No, so for me at least, so my background prior to Texas and still currently is social work. I'm a social worker.
And I'm a nurse by profession.
Yeah. So naturally, I'm just a resourceful person. Like, if you need resources, you need, like that's just what a social worker do. We get you where you need to go. We give you the information you need to have. That's just how we are. We're empathetic people. So, like, initially, what actually brought me to taxes, it was in 2015, 2017. 2017, I had a job, a social work job, and I filled out my W-4 form with the job. So if you don't know what that is, that's the form that you fill out when you start a job, and you basically put how you want your taxes to come out. People at the time, people would put they got 5 dependents and 7 dependents so they could take out less taxes.
Around the
I'm the
holidays,
king
they put more
of that.
dependents, take
I'm the
out
king
less,
of that. I do
throw
it.
it back
I do
down.
10.
Yeah.
Like,
See, those
I'm
people.
I'm
People
I'm
like
those
you.
people.
like,
Right.
right. So initially, when I had that job, I put 0. Like I did things the right way. I put 0 dependents, take out the right amount of taxes or whatever. And then at the end of the year, when they gave me my W-2 and it was time for me to file taxes, the job put me down as exempt, which means that they didn't take out no taxes at all.
you old.
Like none, 0. And that was a mistake on their part. So I went back to my records and I was like, look, this is what I've turned into, you guys. And like, I did things the right way. And the job was like, my bad. The girl who messed it up, she no longer with us. It is what it is. Like, my bad. And I ended up owing the IRS so a few $1,000s that year. So I was pissed because I literally didn't have no money to pay the IRS. The job didn't piss me off. I was already ready to quit. So after that happened, I put my notice in. I was ready to quit the job. And I quit the job. And then at the end of the day, after I did my research, I did talk to a tax professional, did all that stuff. They was like, there's nothing you can do about it. The job, they don't got no life. I try to get the job to pay the taxes. I was like, look, I don't have this money.
Right.
Y'all need to pay these taxes. Y'all messed up. They didn't care. They didn't care. They was like, nope, it's on you. And you got to figure it. And it's true. It was on me. So I ended up, the money that I ended up using to pay half of it was your payout. When you quit a job and you get your last paycheck or whatever, your payout, my PDO payout, that's what I used to pay half of it, and the rest I had to figure it out, But I paid it all within a few months of, having to go through that. But that bad experience, amongst others, is what made me be like, man, forget this. That's never gonna happen to me again. So I did all my research, and for me, taxes made sense because I had so many bad tax experiences. I'm like, man, nobody else is doing my taxes. I'm gonna do my own taxes. And then after doing the research and stuff and starting the business, I brought her in. It's like, it made sense because there's just a lack of knowledge across the board for our people. Like, we need to know what's going on with our finances.
Yeah. And I had a similar experience. I had the tax person include one of the jobs I had. She didn't even put the job that I was currently at. Like, if nothing else fails, at least put the job you at. So from that experience, I learned, if I don't know nothing else because I didn't know nothing at the time, I know whatever my W-2s total say, it needs to be somewhere on that paper. And I also learned that you shouldn't put exempt because I didn't know what it meant one time, and I put exempt. And we look to our parents sometimes or whoever raised us, and they don't know themselves. And that's when I found out that it doesn't matter who do your taxes, you're responsible for it. I owe the IRS, but I didn't have the money to pay them back in a couple of months. So it took me, I went on a payment plan, and it took a while. They add interest daily. It's one of the highest interests. So now we just tell people, like, it's about preparation. Like, if you have to owe the IRS, first of all, you can find out ahead of time. Like, they literally have little interactive things on the IRS website that you can plug in your information. You'll know if you're on track or if you might owe. And I feel like it's important to know ahead of time because now we can create a plan. All right, you might owe $500. it's January. Let's put $100 aside every month so it doesn't hit you by surprise. All right, cool. Let's get a 0% interest credit card, put it on that, and pay them back over 18 months so it's not as much interest. So, you know, like just different strategies to make it make sense, because at the end of the day, it's our responsibility. So we're really big on like going line by line and making sure you're informed. You don't have to know it's tax code law, XYZ. You don't have to know that, but you do need to know what is going on with, you know, King's tax return, P's tax return. I'm going to say George today. George tax return. You need to know what's going on because it's yours. Because at the end of the day, they're not coming back for us. Our company is just like Jackson Hewitt. What other companies? Like, we're a legit company. We don't work for somebody. We're not under somebody. We are legit a company just like them. Yeah. We're just a little smaller, and we like to say big business because we don't talk positivity. So we scale in business.
I have a question. I got a question similar to what you was just talking about. Do you guys help people that also have like their account messed up where they owe the IRS a hefty amount of money, like over 30K?
Yeah. So no, we don't, because you really want to. That's something that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So that's something that what we call an enrolled agent, or an IRS, like an accountant that specializes in IRS dealing with, like, you have to go to court. You have to go to like an IRS court to deal with things like that. And most of those people have to pass what they call like a bar, almost like what lawyers have to pass.
Or it could be a lawyer, there's attorneys, like there's different designations.
So
for who can do taxes.
Yeah, so we always work with people that can, something that takes a process, and that is something that has to be, you have to be represented in like an IRS court of law many times, because that's like settling your debt.
Okay. So, me, I'm a type of the individual. Okay, so speaking on everything that you just said, right? Now I'm saying I'm definitely guilty of everything that you just admitted to, right? Presented to us. So I had gone 4 years without filing my taxes. Now I'm saying, because I knew at one point I did owe the IRS some money, and at one point I was just like, fuck it. You know, I was just putting exempt every year. And one thing I've noticed, right, now that I'm all caught up, right, and I put exempt on my taxes last year, and I didn't even realize it. Out of $63,000, these people only took out $300 in taxes out of my check. So at this point, I'm going back on the run. And what advice would you have to me at this point?
Don't go on the run. Don't do that.
I'm going to Haiti. I'm going to Haiti in the morning.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I would say don't go on the run, because I would say the best thing that you could do is make a plan with the IRS. People think of the IRS and be like, oh my gosh, the IRS, like, dang, I gotta like as if they're like, they literally are human people. They get paid very relative money. Like they not, you know, they literally are human people. They will work with you. They will talk to you. They will help you figure out a plan that is affordable to you, that will help you get caught up. Now, the longer you wait it out, yeah, you put yourself in a big hole. You need to try to strategize on how quickly you can pay that debt, because if you try to wait it out, like she said, they charge interest by the day. It's not like a credit card, you get monthly interest charges. No, every day. Every day you don't got no money on there, they taxing you. So you need to pay that ASAP. So you got to get a strategy. Like she said, a 0% interest credit card. Like, that's a hack. A lot of people, it's so easy. It's way easier to pay off a credit card than it is to pay the IRS over 3 years, because that 3 years is going to turn into 10 years.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what I would recommend. Don't go on the run, because it ain't going to help you.
He gone. He already on the 80 now.
Right?
Forget what she's saying. Forget what she's talking about.
He out of there.
Can I say something?
There you go.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead, please.
So first off, I want to say hey to everybody that's out there tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. We actually first seen you guys. You had Tropical Sea Moss on here. She has the Sea Moss, so y'all go check her out. So you guys had her on here, and that's when I first started following y'all. Some of my OSH family is here. Fee is here. I only see a few coming up. So, hey, OSH. Hey, y'all. Y'all check out OSH if y'all looking for a safe place, a community. So, yeah. So, we, definitely appreciate you having us on the show. And whenever I can, I try to, catch y'all, because I'm not really that big on social media. If you ever see my personal page, I don't post a lot. She's actually the poster. So this is like the good, the weaknesses, and the strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, I don't post at all. Like, she's the person who posts, and then she chats me out. So yeah, but yeah. So thank you for having us, and we want to just say hi to people and thank y'all for tuning in.
Oh, for sure. And share this live out to at least 3 people that you know, because somebody knows something.
Talk about it.
Yes, y'all join. They on YouTube. Y'all know this, y'all community. Y'all go, share, like, all that stuff on YouTube. All they social medias, y'all. Y'all check them out and check us out too. TAME Financial on all your social media. So yeah.
So I got a question for you guys, right? And this goes back to just to give some people some ideas on how you can help them. Is it like what if? How do you find out if the IRS might have made a mistake, right? Like, is there a way to find out? Like, maybe you feel like they might have. Because I know sometimes you see on TV, somebody might get excited when they get their taxes audited and find out the IRS might have made a mistake. The IRS owes them money. Is that a real thing, or is that just something I'm gonna see on Family Matters?
That's a real thing. No, that's a real thing. Yeah. I don't know if you heard most recently, like Tyler Perry had fired at some point in his career. Tyler Perry fired like his whole team of accountants because they audited him. And when they audited him, thinking that, whatever, that he probably owed them all this money, it turned out that the IRS owed him millions of dollars. And because they owed him millions of dollars, he's looking at his accountant, because he got a team of professionals. He's looking at them like, how the hell I'm getting audited, and the IRS thinking, like, trying to catch me into something. And it turns out that they owe me millions of dollars. He turned around and fired his whole accounting team, because what y'all out here doing?
Exactly. Why do we leave millions on the table?
Yeah.
Right. So my question is, how do I get to the yams? I want to get to the IRS owing me money so I can show them, because I won't forget.
Yes. So they have advocates. The IRS have advocates that you can literally go through. They have people that you could go ahead and request to represent you, because that's the same thing that almost you have to kind of go through like the whole IRS process.
That's like a public defender?
Not really.
Not really. Not really like a public defender.
It's not that official.
It's not that official.
Yeah.
But you definitely need to. They do have advocates that definitely you could put in and request to have your documents reviewed through the IRS and work with them.
What's the name of those people? Okay, when is it a public defender? What's the name of the people that if you need like tax advice but you don't got the money, and they have like their assistant person kind of do a pro bono?
I don't know.
That person, so not the public defender, but the person not below that, but the person below that you could find somewhere.
That's the public defender. Don't they do it for free?
Public defenders do it for free.
Yeah, public defenders do it for free.
Public defenders do it for free.
Okay, so it's like
I heard the public defenders do it for free. I ain't never needed it. What did that? He gone again?
He gone again.
Listen, they gone for my dog. They listen. I felt like they had us some bugs. They own them now, bro. Y'all listen. Hey, listen. Y'all call Pam with the hip said paralegal.
Paralegal. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to need a paralegal because clearly my dog having problems right now. We're going to have to figure out how we can get my dog out. We're going to need to save him in some situations. So let me ask you another question. Like, what is the biggest challenge that you guys find when it comes to you starting up a business and like trying to I guess get your information or get what you guys do and how you guys can assist people? What's the biggest challenge that you find that you face when it comes to doing that and finding people willing to come do taxes with you? If that makes sense.
So
I would say mindset. People's mindset.
Yeah.
I would say people. I don't like anything else. I don't feel like it's hard to find the people, but I feel like for the purpose and what we do, it's the people that we're trying to find, right? Because we're trying to help our people, low income people. Like, we're just trying to find, help people who have not had the knowledge. Yeah. Their mindset. They're stuck on the, yes, you just started a brand new business, and business owners typically, and that puts you in a higher bracket. Or, I'm not, or their mindset is, I'm good. How can I get $9,000 back? When really it's like, after I looked through your taxes, technically you weren't even supposed to get this back because your person lied on your taxes. Right. So it's really the people's mindset. Or they're like, you charge how much? But then when I look through your taxes, the person charged you double and you ain't know because they actually don't tell you how much they charge. They show you your refund. So I feel like the transparency that we have makes people more aware. And they're like, I think that's too much to pay. That's fine. Go elsewhere, which is fine. Yeah. As long as that we have made some type of a difference in your life. Just make sure you know what they put on your tax return, because they're going to come back when they see you don't got no business for real. and that's how you got the 9,000.
Yeah.
So people mindset,
and that's something honestly. Like for example, I would challenge. Like I challenge a lot of people when you come and start business and do business with me. You say, okay, what's going on? What's your price and stuff like that? And people, the first thing they're like, ooh, how much y'all charge such and such and such? And I said, look, how about I'll match what your tax professional charged you last year? If you have a copy of your tax return, let us see. 9 times out of 10, it's double, triple. They didn't even know how much they charged them. They taxed them. And it's like, oh, so you willing to pay that or this type of thing. So a lot of people, they don't understand, like, it's not even about, half the time, it's not even about how much you charge, because our prices are very relative. We charge probably a little less than Jackson Hewitt's and all those other places. But at the end of the day, it's about the knowledge. And people don't want to learn how to change their situation next year. A lot of people, like, they don't want to understand, like, okay, I started a business, now you got to pay self-employment taxes. They're not trying to sit down and understand why it is that they pay what they pay, or why it is they get back the refund they get back. They just want the money. So that's like a big barrier with our people, because it's like, we want, it's like tug of war. It's like, you need to understand this information, and they looking like, for what?
Yeah.
Like, why?
They look like
They just want the money.
knocking on your door.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, but you did my taxes. It's like, come on. And then on the flip side, like, even for those who did pay less, oftentimes it was prepared by a ghost preparer. So a ghost preparer is typically like, somebody, I'd be like, Nisha, so-and-so off the street is doing taxes for $100.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, let me go to them. If you look at the bottom, like where you sign, it says like P10, the tax company name. Oftentimes that's not there. So these are the people who they did your taxes this year and you can't find them next year. They did your taxes and the IRS
That would be me.
on your door. They changed their number. They changed the address because it's a seasonal business, but now you can't find them no more. Because to be honest with you, I don't want to say anybody can do your taxes, but they could literally log you into a free program and do it. And guess what? If you look, it's going to say that you prepared your own taxes. If it's not an accredited person. Of course, some accredited companies, they charge really low. But again, are they giving you the knowledge? No, because you still don't know how to read your taxes at the end. Are they educating on how to prepare for next year? Okay, we owe this year. This is what we're going to do so you don't owe next year. Or, okay, you owe this year. Well, these are some strategies. Start a business legitly if that's what you could do. Put money into this, a 401k. So there are strategies to like understand the deductions, especially like especially some of the like deductions and credits that people get a lot of money for, kids, right? The child tax, the child tax credit, the earned income credit. But a lot of these are also attached to an income. Those credits, especially earned income credit, was meant for low income people. So, now wealth is like out there a lot for us. Mindset. We're trying to do stocks. We're trying to increase our income. We want wealth. Well, guess what? Once you make more than, I would say at a bare minimum, $50,000 a year, you no longer have access to the earned income credit because it was meant for low income people. You're not considered low income no more. Once you have, once your child is whatever age, you can't do the dependent care. So like we were getting this credits, but we didn't understand why. We didn't understand like there's a cutoff. So I often make sure my person understands like this year, this was your credit, but this year you're not getting it because you had an increase in income. And that sucks because some people now that gives them the mindset of, well, let me make sure my income is lower to stay on the Medicaid, to get the earned income credit, to get the child tax credit. You know what I mean? And it's to each his own. Nobody's judging, but just as long as you understand how it affects you, because that's going to affect how you want to move. Yeah. You might want to have another kid because you couldn't get the money. It's just depends.
No more children. Real quick. Pam from the Hip says, what credits are available when you have a child in college? If there are.
When you have a child in college? So
other dependents.
You could claim them as you can still claim them as a dependent. But
I thought you had to stop. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I thought as a spin-off to that question, I thought you had to stop claiming kids at 18 because I got an 18-year-old. I'm trying to see if I can still keep on the tap. But go ahead, answer Pam's question real quick.
So the amount you get changes. Is no longer like $2,000. Like last year, it was $3,600 or $3,000 to $3,600. This year is back down to $2,000. So already people gonna see a decrease.
Mm.
Yeah. But if they're 18 or older, which
17.
really 17 or older,
it's like $500.
it's 500. So you can claim like your elder parent, your elderly grandparent. Like you can claim a child that's disabled. If they don't have their income and they're not claiming themselves, and you truly care for them, and you're paying more than half of their expenses and all that stuff, you can care for them. But it's $500.
Yeah.
Granted, 500 is better than nothing, but it's $500.
Yeah, and it's school credit. And then the school credit is a huge thing. So that's why certain parents, when they have a kid in college, they look like that school credit form, your tuition form, your education form. We need that. They don't care about nothing else. They need that form, because that form is what's going to give them back the money if they paid a good amount in tuition. But just because a parent claims you as a dependent, for all those college kids that's out there working, a lot of college students go to college, work, and make less than $12,000 a year, $10,000 a year. You can still file your taxes. So if your parent claims you as a dependent and does your school tuition form, that's fine. You can still file your taxes and check that you are being claimed as a dependent within your tax return. So that way, whatever taxes you paid in your job, you get that money back.
Yeah.
What's the most money a child can make before they what's the most money a child can make in order for their parents to claim them and them be able to claim their own tax returns?
Well, you generally can't make more than the standard deduction.
Yeah.
So the changes, the standard deduction change every year, but usually it's like around $12,000.
It goes up with like inflation and stuff. I'm gonna tell you exactly what the standard deduction is for this year. I don't have it memorized. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm gonna tell y'all what it is in the meantime.
Right.
12,900.
Yeah, it looks like this year is 12,950. The year before it was 12,550. So these credits, they do go up with inflation to an extent. However, I'm not gonna say it's matching the cost of living. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's matching like how much we bring home in our checks. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not matching like that. But it does increase every year. So you're looking at, which is why you heard people say like, have a business and hire your child and don't pay them more than standard deduction, because now for you it's a write-off. For them, they file a tax. You get what I'm saying? So that's how some people will do stuff like that.
Jewel.
Keep in
mind. So here's the
business got to make money. Like, the business has to be making money.
The business have to make money. Because she said that.
Question. How can you be transparent like a tax preparer? How can it be transparent with the person and tell them, hey, I'm charging you $1,800 to do your tax? Like, how can it be transparent where I see that myself instead of a surprise or next year when I get my paperwork, then I see they charge me $1,500 just to do my taxes, even though I got a big return. But how can you, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, the transparency. Why? How did they not know that they charge them that much to do their taxes?
Just like how you said it, we simply tell them like this is our prices. Like, these are our prices. We tell them up front. The thing is, when it comes to being transparent, especially about the pricing, a lot of tax preparers literally do not tell people.
Don't tell you.
They just scroll down to the bottom and they show you what you're gonna get back, and we get caught up on the refund.
And you get caught up on a refund. And that used to happen to me all the time. But before I got into taxes, I was one of those people, and I wasn't like one of those people that's like, okay, whatever. No, I used to be like, but how much you charging? How much you charging? And they're like, don't worry. And I used to go to a Haitian man. Don't worry, baby. Don't worry, baby. It's good.
Shout out to my Haitian. I'm listening. I'm Haitian by heart, y'all. Shout out to my Haitian.
And he was just like, I got you. This is the refund. And I'd be like, all right, cool, whatever. So it happens.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Just because you don't understand the forms.
Yeah.
So they show you what you like. It's there. Or if you notice, like, look back. Sometimes you don't even have that charge page, because when you file, this is another thing for y'all to know. When you file and like you don't have to pay up front, they give you the money from your tax return, like they take out the fees. There's charges. There's transmitter fee. There's additional charges. So not only are you getting charged what their fee is, and you're getting charged whatever additional charges there are. So they're not telling you that. They're just really highlighting your refund. And then when you don't pay attention, they probably are also saying you have some type of a business or you did something extra. So now it can make up the difference. So you're not like, dang, how come my refund isn't X, Y, and Z?
Yeah. And we let people know what the banks are charging, because there's no tax professional in the world really that can get around those bank charges. The bank charges you too to process your tax return and for you to not have to pay up front. Like, no one can really get around from that. So we tell you how much the bank is charging you and how much we're charging you. But a lot of people, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So here's the thing that's big in the hood, right? Know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure you know about this. People selling their kids to other people, know what I'm saying, for tax purposes. Like, what is your idea on that? Is that like, know what I'm saying, beneficial or not? My sister has 13 kids, right? And I've been trying to get at least two of them kids for the longest, right? And she is giving me the hardest time because she's got these contracts with at least 7 to 8 different friends that, you know what I'm saying, like that I can't even get in there. I'm her blood brother and I can't get in there. What are your thoughts on that? What do you have to say about that?
He sounded like he's upset with his sister.
So
I'm upset. Yeah. I want to know what tax money feel like. I ain't got taxes in 6 years.
So what I would okay. What I would say is, because sometimes the people's be on the live. So what I would say is, legally, as long as you are providing more than half of their income, you can claim whoever you want. But I hope people do understand. And the reason why she got contracts out there is because, like, there's a max. Like, let's just say you have 5 kids. Let's just say one kid, I'm just throwing simple numbers. Let's just say one kid, they give you $200. 2 kids, they give you $400, and 3 kids, they give you $600. Well, kids 4 through 8 is still going to be $600. So that's why they start selling off the kids, because it doesn't benefit you no more once you hit the maximum number of kids. Yeah. Now, it sounds like that you just got to talk to your sister because...
And consistency is key. So your sister sounds like she got her head on right, because consistency is key.
I don't know. You want to run off with the money? Does she trust you with the money? It depends.
Hey, I've been writing a diss track about my sister for the longest. I just ain't released it yet. Man. So I'm about to look, I'm about to beef with my sister so bad, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hiring a new sister at this point, right? You know what I'm saying? Because, at this point, she done did me so wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could have got me out of the debt that I was in. You know what I'm saying? That new McLaren that I wanted, I would have had it by now.
You got to go get you a kid. You got some kids?
I got...
You sound like you on child support. Never mind. That's why he don't got no money, baby.
See, ma'am, now y'all in my business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in my business. Don't do that. Y'all in my business now.
How many kids do all of you guys have? We're not going directly. How many kids do all of you guys have if you have kids? I have 3. How many?
0.
I don't claim my kids till tax season.
Huh?
He don't claim his kids.
I don't claim my children until tax season. So right now I haven't filled my taxes, so I don't have any children right now. But when tax season comes, I got 3.
It is tax season, brother. It's tax season, bro. I don't know if you
He doing something right. He doing something right.
I'm not claiming none of them, sir. Thank you, sir.
I mean, between me, I hear about a few of them out there. It's some of them out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't saying yay or nay, but the word on the streets is about a few and a couple.
A few and a couple. You got to add a few and a couple together.
It sounds like our dad. He has somewhere between 9 to 11ish. Like, we know we can count for.
Don't do him.
You said
Don't do him on here.
Look, my dad had 12. My dad had 12, so you know what I'm saying? We're in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I like y'all.
Most island men got over 10 kids. Like, he got to tighten up. He got at least one more coming there.
You ain't no real island man if you ain't got at least double digits. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no real. You can't really claim the island. Huh?
I don't know about all that, because our island people, we gotta do better, y'all. You have 2 families,
3,
sometimes
4 families,
and both families well taken care of. You don't hear about no. Here's the thing about island men. Look, to get off track, right? To get off track as a Haitian man. When them Haitian men be cheating, they have a whole nother family, right? They taking care of bills. Your kids going to college. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole secret family nobody know about for 30 years, right? Because you're handling your business the way it's supposed to be handled.
Right.
Kids,
Some of
all
these
the
Jamaican
kids,
men, they're not quite like that. I love my Jamaicans. We Jamaican. I'm just saying. I can only go off my personal experience and family experiences. It's not like that.
No.
No, they just be having a baby sometimes, and
Get you a Zoe.
It's baby.
Get you a Zoe.
yeah,
Get you a Zoe.
my kids are half Haitian.
She got.
Well, get you some more.
Hey,
Play.
yo, so listen, Pam from the Hills got another question. Says her business is in a different state from her residence. Does that matter when she's filing?
No, it doesn't matter filing if your business is in a different state, because it's still it's still if it's an LLC, it's going on your personal taxes. If not, then you file your business taxes and then put whatever you need to put on your personal. Just keep in mind now, depending on whatever the structure is, you may have to pay state taxes. And as I'm talking about, just that in general, people who like work or like live in Florida who don't pay state taxes and they work in other states, like just use travel nursing, because that was a big thing over these past couple of years. So if you did a contract in 3 different states that does state taxes, living in Florida, you do your Florida taxes and you still have to do state taxes for each of those states.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how her business is set up. But no, it shouldn't affect nothing. You file your taxes, and then depend on the designation. It depends on if you added something to it or it's gonna go in with your Schedule C. It just depends.
So here's another question that I have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the wealthy, like, you know what I'm saying, Donald Trump, I see that they use certain things, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the thing that stood out the most to me was the fact that he was able to buy property. He buried his ex-wife on the property and was able to claim that as a tax write-off. You know what I'm saying? What are some things that you think we as people who don't own, you know what I'm saying, these type of properties could use to our benefits, you know what I'm saying, to get higher returns on taxes?
That was a good question. I'll give you that. That was
I tell you, he
Oh,
comes with the questions.
look, not only am I attractive, you know what I'm saying, but I'm definitely an intelligent individual, right? Go ahead.
Okay, so
Carry on.
let's just be real. Donald Trump and the money that Donald Trump have, it's not comparable to say like what can we do per se to get more money on our taxes per se. But there are things you can do to get money on it. You ain't gonna be able to buy property and bury some amount of property. Like you ain't gonna be able to do what Donald Trump did, for real. Honestly, not at our tax brackets and our money income level, but you can definitely do certain things. Like if you need to have a business legally, ethically have a business. You can start your business. Usually within the first 3 years is where you would have the most benefit from a tax perspective when you have a business, because usually in the first 3 years you're at a deficit. You're at a deficit in the business. But the thing is, when you're at a deficit in the business, yes, it might give you back some extra money. So and when I say deficit, that means you have more expenses than you have profit. So that's kind of like how it kind of come into play, where people will add a business on there and add those expenses on there to get you back more money, right? But the goal is not to stay at having a business that don't make no money. That's never the goal. And people, I kind of want to say, when it comes to taxes, it's almost like manipulation. And this is like a unorthodox situation I'm bringing up, but I'm gonna say it's almost like manipulation, because when it comes to filing taxes, everybody get caught up in like, ooh, this big refund. Ooh, I'm getting back all this money. That is not the goal, though. That should never be the goal, to be like, oh, I get back all this money. Because if you have a business and you like are filing tax, you have a business, you want your business technically to grow. And if your business is growing and making real money, 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure businesses, that's the real money. That's not gonna do nothing compared to the taxes, getting $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 back in taxes. You want a 7-figure business, you want an 8-figure business, and those businesses gotta pay taxes. So people get caught up in, well, I can't make more than $20,000 a year. You're literally limiting yourself to $20,000 a year, so you get a $5,000 tax return, $8,000 tax return, when you should be able thinking, oh, let me create a business that's going to give me 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures. Forget that $5,000 tax return. So we really got to shift our mind.
And then in addition, so like real estate, aside from business, getting real estate as in like that you're renting out, that has deductions. Farming, so if you have like certain land, you have certain type of like cattle and certain type of like farming animals, farming. So and that right there, I feel like is something achievable for our people, because like we stay in Orlando right now, but when you go out west or wherever it is, the boondocks, when you go out to the boondocks, there's just a whole bunch of land. it's affordable land. Like there's still a lot of affordable land around. That just has to be your goal and your mindset. What else can you do, Laura? You can, depending on especially if you have a business, you put money into certain retirement accounts that could lower your taxable income. As you get older, shift that money into life insurance with cash value, so that income you get from that is tax free. There is ways, but you have to plan. You have to plan and know what your end goal is, know what you're trying to do. Get onto a passive income. Whatever it is, but there's ways. But I would say the biggest one is real estate, probably.
Okay. How many chickens do I have to have on my property to get a tax?
I don't know. I'm not even gonna act like I know. I don't know. I have no idea.
Listen, the way these eggs set up, I feel like they got to be able to give me some kind of farming benefit. I heard they were giving out money to farmers. I'm a farmer too.
Listen, who you telling?
They said the egg price went up. Get you some chickens so you get some eggs.
I'm trying to double up. Let me get these chickens on this farm so I can get this little tax, this homestead benefit or whatever they want to call it. I'm with all of it. So listen, outside of taxes, because again, taxes is seasonal, and I know you guys have a regular. I know you guys have a regular business, but I mean, you guys have your day-to-day life jobs, careers. Is there what else? Is there anything else that the company provides year round, or is it seasonal? Is it okay? Tax season here, and we in the building.
So we definitely do taxes, even though tax season is a season technically for a lot of people. We still do taxes year round. So we're still open year round and doing taxes year round for people who just filed late.
Yeah.
Or a lot of business owners. A lot of business owners just drag their feet and take their time. So those are things that we generally still do throughout the year.
Okay.
We offer one other service, which is bookkeeping. And bookkeeping is year round as well, but a lot of people fall off and don't really stay on top of their books. And then at tax season, they're stressing us out, trying to get their books in order.
You talking bookkeeping for businesses, or we talking personal bookkeeping? What kind of bookkeeping are we talking about? Keeping receipts?
So yeah, your profit and loss, making sure you tracking your expenses and your income for the business. That's something you need to be doing year round, or at the very minimum quarterly.
Yeah, and pay your quarterly tax, stuff like that. And then for us, you have tax season because that's when we file in taxes, but really the true tax season for us starts after, because that's the planning, that's the implement, that's the you're not owing next year. That's putting things in place and getting you into position so you can be on the up and up for the following year. So that's how we kind of like to look at it. And then aside from our individual lives, we have I have the health insurance business, which ties into the taxes because you got to file your 1095A if you had marketplace. So that kind of factors in. Then just education, if we're having not really meet and greets, but if we're just doing like this year for tax season, we went to a couple of daycares. We went to a couple of apartment complexes. So just kind of the networking, trying to get the information out there, trying to be more consistent on social media so we can get the information out there.
Social media is hard for us, but we're working on it. That's part of the scaling.
We here together, baby. That's why we here. We here to bring the people to you. If we can't get you to the people, one way or another.
There you go. And we actually, at the end, have a special for your audience. So, yeah.
Okay, so what's the fact? I mean, we up against the clock. We have everything before. Let me ask the question. The boys a question though. Hey fellas, do you guys have any other questions for the young lady? Any penetrating, thought-provoking questions from Mr. Dookie LaFleur? Because apparently he don't want to ask. You know what? First of all, let me get on my soapbox, because what I don't appreciate is you got two other people on here. You want to sit here and tell this man, who? Look at this.
No, you asked great questions. I was just saying he started off with a good question. Both of y'all asked some really, really great questions. Though we're really impressed with the questions, and it was really just a vibe and a talk. So, for matter of fact, I have a question for you guys.
What's that?
How is it? So I've never caught in that part if you guys ever said, are you guys related, or y'all just really good homeboys since young? And how was that working relationship with y'all?
All these my sons.
That's a lie. Oh, you not the daddy. You not your daddy, boy. Stop playing.
Nah, we homeboys from way back in the day. So a lot of times, one of the great things about knowing somebody for a long time, which goes back to what y'all was saying earlier, is how people move and stuff like that. it's like, you know what I'm saying, we have our you know what I'm saying, we have our arguments, we have our, you know what I'm saying, disagreements, you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of shade that we throw at each other, right? Amongst each other, right? And we don't do it in front of the company too often, but a lot of money, you know, we deal with a lot of bullshit. But it's always now we homeboys, and it's just one of those things that we've known each other long enough to know that, listen, he gonna say some disrespectful stuff today, and you know, we gonna get over, we gonna get past it tomorrow, right? And it's one of those things that is like, you know, that's just what it is. Like, versus if somebody else says it's like, nah, you got to fix the fade. So it's one of those things that we work well together. Now we work well together because we understand that at the end of the day, we still rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can talk shit about you, but can't nobody else talk shit about you. You know what I'm saying? It's similar. It's just like that.
Like
Can't nobody hear you, sir. You muted, sir. Don't nobody hear nothing you saying, sir.
Hey, just to let y'all know, I'm the Beyonce of the group. You know what I'm saying? Those are my backups right here. So that's how they already know, they know their role already. So
they play their part.
of course.
Okay.
He's talking. Can't nobody hear what he's saying. Does anybody hear what Tuki's saying? Can't nobody hear you, man.
On mute.
You on mute, sir. That's the guy.
Right.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Oh, my bad. I had a lot to say too. You know what I'm saying?
saw.
So
It was moving, boy.
look.
We saw it.
Oh hell no, that's bullshit. What he talking about? That's bullshit. What he talking about? Look, I want to beat these niggas' ass daily, right? Especially this guy right here with this crown on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm violent. You know what I'm saying? I'm very violent. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get over that. But this guy right here, he provokes me to a level that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I do want to whoop his ass. But I understand that we are professionals, right? You know what I'm saying? That we have to take it. We have to carry ourselves as such. We've known each other for a long time. Me and this guy, I've never met a friend that I've had so much arguments with in my life more than him. But somehow we're still here, friends. We're together, you know what I'm saying? And
I don't argue.
I guess it's,
I don't argue with people.
I take it from a sign of God, you know what I'm saying? That I haven't, you know what I'm saying? I plotted his murder one time, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I even went through how I was going to get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how I was going to, where I was going to throw his body at and everything. That's But then I thought about it. I was like, I'm going to need him, but I'm going to need him for when the Illuminati makes their offer to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to give that sacrifice. And he's going to be the one. That'd have been a wasted sacrifice.
He's so quiet today. He's so quiet. He's really on his best behavior today because he said he would be. He's so quiet today.
Oh.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm very quiet.
That's the setup. Everybody always say, "Oh, I feel so bad." Y'all don't know.
But they be the main ones. Them quiet ones.
Yeah,
They be the main ones.
Let me tell you how bad he is. Right, and at this point we family, so we gonna tell the truth. Listen. You have to be a really terrible person, human being, for someone to find joy when you break your leg. Like we found like it was joy for us. You know what I'm saying? Like we enjoyed it. It was one of those things where we pulled up to him and there was smiles on our faces, right? There was. I've never felt this way in my life. I had 3 children. I've never felt that kind of joy. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? It was pleasure.
That is horrible.
When I talk to God, look, when I talk to God, I pray for the worst. You know what I'm saying? And that day, I guess he had an open ear. You know what I'm saying? Because I pray for him. I pray for my homeboy to get like jumped by some dudes. You know what I'm saying? Or like to get robbed. Look, here was my plan. Like, we gonna go to Miami. We going to Carnival, dog. I'm like, yo, God, please let this nigga get kidnapped. Let this nigga get kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that. But no, he broke his leg. That was even better. You know what I'm saying? Hallelujah.
You gotta do
Not
better.
at Carnival. I hope he broke his
You gotta do better.
Nah, it's just the life I live. You feel me?
Okay. I guess it comes with the territory. Okay.
I like him. I like him.
You like him?
Yeah, I like him.
Okay. She
And you got to see before you like me. You got to see me on Saturdays. On Saturday, that's when I'm myself.
Aren't you in like crutches right now?
Right.
Okay.
If I'm an asshole, I'm an asshole as a person.
I still am. I still got him.
Okay.
That ain't not my God. That ain't not my God keeping you grounded, you son of a bitch.
It was inspirational, but it's not at the end. Grounded. Okay.
God is good. God is great. He know what he was doing.
Right.
Well, listen, we appreciate y'all joining us today, man. Did you guys have any other questions for us? Anything you want to find out or ask or anything like that? Because I got tax advice too, because I know a dude named Berto. if anybody ever come to y'all about needing extra kids, I know a dude named Berto that might be able to find somebody for you. You know what I'm saying? So just let me know. And
Okay.
of course, all this is alleged. Of course, all this is alleged for
Alleged.
purposes.
Right.
Who looking for kids? Who looking for kids? Oh, maybe that was the part. Oh, maybe that's the part that what I was drowning out or a little bit. Hold on. At this point, hey, let me tell y'all ladies something. At this point in life, I'm not giving away no more free kids. You know what I'm saying? At this point, all my babies come with a cost. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm
Gotta
selling.
put up a contract.
Look, look how handsome I am. Look how, imagine how good your baby will look. You know what I'm saying? Look at this.
I forgot to ask y'all a question. This is a question that I like to ask all our guests, and you will be judged on this based on your answer. This is a question that I like to ask. We've been having this ongoing. This has been a yearly situation for us, and this year in 2023, we decided that we need to get a solution. We need to come to a solution. We have to come to a unified solution. Problem with the black community is we not together, right? Everybody always got their own thoughts on what something should be, and I just want y'all to see what I'm looking for. So give me a second. Let me go find it, and that way you can see what I'm talking about. So,
Now here's the question: why he's looking for that, right?
Go ahead,
ladies. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all sisters and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hair or no hair, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about on the top of the head. We ain't talking nothing sexual. Look, we ain't talking nothing sexual, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I know the no hair says, hey, that's a grown ass man right there, you know what I'm saying? But what's y'all preferences, sisters?
Are you for hair or no hair?
Yeah.
I feel like I've had such two like far spectrum. I've had guys with lots of hair and guys with no hair, or I would say maybe a 0 or 2. Maybe we'll take
what was the best? What was your best experiences?
No live.
Huh? No hair?
Don't get me in trouble. No.
Okay, I can answer this. Have you ever had anybody bald?
No.
Okay. I don't think any of us have been with anybody bald. They had a little boy with the waves or some dreads or something.
Man, y'all been mistreated then. Y'all obviously been mistreated. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never been with a bald dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, God, I think God don't like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that might be the thing. At this point, if God ain't put a bald man in your life.
We'll probably add that to the list. Like when we looking like maybe bald, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see.
So, ladies, you ready? You ready for the question? You ready for the question?
Yeah, we're ready for the question.
So we like to make sure that everybody comes in, and we want to make sure that that we understand who you are as a person. I feel like this really tells me who you are as a person on the inside, the way you answer this question. Based off where you guys are from.
We're two different people now.
That's fine. It don't matter, baby. It don't matter because this is something that comes from the soul. It don't matter what your experiences are, what your likes are. This comes from the soul. Okay. This is an ancestral question. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What do you guys call this where y'all from?
What ice?
What's that like?
That's
like water ice.
I would say it's like a fake water ice because that's not really what water ice is, but it's like a fake water ice.
So water ice is not. That's like an icy cup. Water ice is not like a Florida thing. That's like an up north thing, and we don't have water ice really in Florida. So, what is that? That's like juice for cup frozen.
It's like an icy.
We're about to cut y'all off.
What do you call it?
Icy.
It's an icy cup.
Ma'am, this is a freeze cup.
A freeze.
Same thing.
I mean, I would probably say
that's like saying Prince and Michael Jackson is the same person. It's not the same thing.
It's a freeze.
Definitely never heard Lily Dilly.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, at least, you know what? You saved yourself. You saved yourself because it's definitely not Lily Dilly.
Okay, so question. Is this like an age thing? I don't know how old y'all is. So what if this is like an age thing?
No.
That's what we doing. Wow.
That sounds kind of like American. That's like Yankee.
That's country activity.
That sounds like American. That doesn't sound like an island. Like we're not calling it Lily Dilly nor Frozen Cup.
No, these are hood activities. These are hood activities.
It is. The lady, the snack house lady up the street, who be having them.
Well, listen, ladies, 1 second, please, because I'm getting frustrated and I'm trying to keep it.
It be the snack lady who got them treats. You know that grandmama who got them.
She is not the snack lady.
It is the snack lady.
What you call her?
Wait for a second, ladies. People in the chat, pay attention to the chat, ladies.
That's a little dilly.
Please tell her, what is the official name of the lady who sells these food cups? We're going to give it a second.
I'm trying to think about calling. I think she was a snack lady.
It's called something.
It is not the snack lady. Come on now.
I'm looking.
Man, we went to the corner store. We ain't had time for all that. We went to the corner store.
I'm looking.
I don't know. They did it. You know, there's a pause on it, so we got to give. There you go. Thank you, Pam.
Yeah, the candy. Okay, candy lady.
That's
Snack lady.
That's a fresco. That's fresco in a cup.
Snack lady, candy lady, like.
You're not gonna do that, okay? You're not gonna do that. That's like saying Jamaican patty, Haitian patty. It's two whole different animals.
You're right. You're right. Jamaican patty. You're right. All right, I'm gonna give it to you.
Listen, everybody bow your head. Listen, Lord, grant me the serenity to know the things that I cannot change. Amen. Heard the things I can and wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Ooh,
listen, whatever they have, as long as they got hot sausage. Well, now I don't eat hot sausage, but as long as they have my hot sausage, then I'll be good to go.
Wait, what's the combo with the hot sauces now? Because I gotta figure it out.
Here you go. You just trying to get us there.
I need to know.
I just used to warm it up in the microwave. I didn't eat it with something. What'd you eat the hot sausage? Now I'm curious. What did you eat the hot sausage with?
Salt and vinegar potato chip.
Yeah, so
people did that. I didn't do that. Some people did that. I didn't do that.
A hot chip.
And a quarter juice. Now wait a minute. Now, because you just said something. Now you putting the hot sauces in the microwave?
Yes, I used to put. Listen.
I gotta go. Let's go ahead and do that. Go.
Violation. In the microwave?
That hot sausage in the microwave, do something to it, for real.
But push me to it, though.
For real?
My Haitian
sausage.
friend.
Better not. You better not.
So that's a hot sausage.
It's a hot sausage. It was good. And my 25-cent popsicle.
That's a negative. You can't put too hot together. It can't be hot. You know what? Please tell the people they can find y'all from, because I'm a little perturbed right now. I'm a little, ma'am, please let everybody know where y'all from and how they can find you on social media, and if they need to reach out to you, how they can reach out to you as well.
Well,
we got.
First,
go ahead.
Just for y'all audience, if anybody from your platform would like to file taxes with us, we are going to go ahead and do a special for you guys. When you book your consultation, there is a note section. Just go ahead and put the show name, John Jack Show, and we will definitely give you a 30% off your tax return. So for your audience, we appreciate your support. And you definitely can follow us at, you want to get the handles?
TAME Financial on IG, TAME Financial on Facebook. Our website, www.tamefinancial.com. That's TAME financial.com. I want to mess up the spelling of financial.
It's the voice for me. It's the voice for me.
Hey,
you see how I got professional for a second?
Here we go.
I need y'all to get me back in the game.
Yeah, he said
Look,
2 words for real, but that's the voice for me.
Listen. We here.
You gotta relax.
Hey, I need y'all to get me back in the game.
Which one of y'all Pisces? Which one of y'all Pisces?
That is so funny. She is.
I'm a Pisces.
How you know that? How you know that? And the other one is a Sagittarius or a Cancer.
No, I'm a Virgo. The realist.
That's what I said. That's why I said I was gonna say that. Oh my God.
That wasn't the first that you started third on the list.
I mean, you know, you gotta guess wrong before you guess right? So my third guess, huh? I was going in alphabetical order.
Hey, 1 second, 1 second. Hey, you know what? As soon you got in live, you open your mouth, I already know you was a Pisces. I ain't gonna lie.
You see how quick he switched? That's a Haitian for you.
Oh, you know the game. You know the game.
No.
You know how it goes.
It's not switching. I'm just telling the truth.
Just fall in line, baby. Fall in line.
Now, now you can go left, you can go right. I just want it now. Hey, but listen. Hey, you know what I forgot to ask? I never asked you guys. How'd you guys get the name TAME Financial? That we'll be that last question.
You know, nobody has. You know, I'm so happy you asked that, because nobody has ever asked us about our name, and our name actually do have meaning.
Has a meaning.
It really does.
Let us know.
So it stands for. So the TAME is an acronym. So it stands for Tashana and Anisha's Minority Education.
Ooh.
shit. Oh shit.
Minority
Holy
and
shit.
black people, like minority as in all people who just lack the knowledge and who desire
Yeah.
education to elevate.
So TAME, yeah, TAME has meaning. Thank you for that.
Look, this is the best question all night.
Hey,
Look,
no, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Let's go,
Hey,
Pete.
hey, hey, block them. Hey, we gotta block them. Hey, we
Nah.
gotta block them. Hey, we gotta block them. We gotta block them. Block them, bro. Hey, Pat. Hey, Pat, block them real quick, Pat. Pat, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were so positive all night. They were so positive all night, and then here they come with the buffale.
Listen. What you said was funny. Listen, let me go. Listen. One of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite movies, you know, and I feel inspired. I don't know why I feel like I think I might have had too much to drink, but I gather. What was it? Tell me what movie this comes from, because I need somebody to tell me what movie. At this point, we just testing your black card now. I gather up each sound you left behind. I stretch them on our bed. Each night I breathe you and become high. What movie did that come from? Somebody got it.
yeah, say it again.
Say it again. Say it a little louder.
I'm gonna slow down. Hold on, let me get. Cause sometimes my hair hits my iPod and you can't really hear me good. So it says, I gather up each sound you left behind and stretch them on our bed. Each night I breathe you and become high. Now,
You know that?
Let nobody know that shit.
go ahead and Google Love Jones and go ahead and watch that whole movie. You're gonna know exactly what I'm talking
Ain't
about.
nobody remember no damn Love Jones lines, boy. Good boy, you don't go on your ass up out of here with that shit.
Yeah,
One
you
of the
had
greatest black movies of all
get
time.
context too.
Yeah, I don't know. That's Love Jones.
Yeah, that's Love Jones. What's
Yeah.
the
I
last black movie you watched?
I don't remember who played in Love Jones.
A reference like Love and Basketball, Poetic Justice, and
Right, something more memorable, nigga. Who remembers Love Jones besides the niggas who got broken up with in the
Love
90s?
Jones. Niggas remember Love Jones more than remember Poetic
Everybody
Justice.
who got broken up with in the 90s remember Love
I
Jones.
remember Love Jones, but I didn't know it word for word. Like, that wasn't one of the movies I watch all the time. Word for word.
Right. You understand that? You watched it one time in your life.
What's your favorite movie quote? Lately, I've been on this. I'm in the bind, Nate. Lately, I've been on that heavy. What is your favorite movie? Because, tax season up. And, you know what I'm saying?
it's Deliver Us from Eva.
I like that movie too. My favorite movie, y'all don't judge me, y'all need to get on board, is either Grease or Dirty Dancing.
All right, listen, we appreciate everybody joining us tonight. We had TAME Financial today.
You my sister now.
They were great.
Y'all need to.
Hey, nah, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Grease was kind of lit. Duke of oil, Duke of oil, Duke of oil.
Last show with the Joe Jacket show. We will be looking.
Hey,
interviews.
hey, I'm half white, dog. I'm half white.
But now respectfully though, man. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate you being good sports with the shenanigans. Yeah, and if there's listen, and if everybody who's watching this later, anybody who listens to the podcast again, please y'all go follow TAME Financial. Y'all, it's tax season. Y'all want to get your paper right, not try to get overcharged or double charged. And make sure don't nobody come looking for you. Go check with them. They give you 30% off if you put Joe Jacket in there. If you put P. Belafonte in there, they may even throw you a little smiley face.
Zero, nigga, zero.
So, we appreciate that. But we're going to go ahead and give our outros real quick. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate TAME Financial for joining us. We're going to go ahead and let Dookie, King Zo do the outro, and then we're going to go ahead and close it out.
Yeah, I'm King Zo 3062. I'm only a nice guy on Thursdays, just so y'all know. I'll let me on Friday and Saturday. You know what I mean? That's me, though.
Hey, you know me, you know what I'm saying? I am your boy Dookie LaFleur, player from the Himalaya, a.k.a. Beautiful Bobby, also known as Pretty Ricky, also known as Bald and Beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Ow, bald-headed and beautiful, you know what I'm saying? For those who didn't know, you know what I'm saying? For those who never been with a bald guy, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you better ask your friend, you know what I'm saying? You better ask your homegirl who be low-key creeping with that bald-headed dude, you know what I'm saying, who be paying the bills. And I do it. Yeah. Want to do it? Yes. And always remember, you know what I'm saying? Don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things. Live, love, and lick ass. You know what I'm saying? That's hallelujah.
All right. And
Amen.
again, I'm P. Belafonte, man. We appreciate everybody who joined us tonight. We appreciate everybody who's with the shenanigans. We appreciate TAME Financial coming on here being great sports with us. You know what I'm saying? They passing out all these jewels and all this good information, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see y'all this Saturday when we get back on our BS. And again, I'm always close out that Russell Simmons. You know what I'm saying? God bless y'all. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Vale.